everyone, today we're going to talk about noise factor in terms of noise resistance. So, noise resistance is defined as the ratio of the standard deviations of the potential noise and the current noise. So, this is a diagram na nagpapakita ng input side and output side nun. So, steps for calculation. Ngayon, etong noise factor in terms of noise resistance, medyo mahaba talaga siya i-solve. Actually, merong 7 steps para ma-solve siya. And ngayon, itatry natin na gawin tong medyo madaling tandaan para sa lahat. So, una, the first step is to determine the PSI or the signal input power. Ngayon, sa mga problems regarding noise factor in terms of noise resistance, meron dyang ibibigay na total resistance tsaka resistance ng antena. Yung total resistance, yun yung RT, tapos yung antenna resistance, yun yung RA. And ayun, meron ding ibibigay na VS dyan. Commonly, ganyan. So, ito, mahalaga tong formula na to. So, VSI is equal to quantity RT over RA plus RT quantity VS. So, para makuha natin yung PSI, again, yung first step is to determine the PSI. Pero para makuha yung PSI, kailangan natin ng VSI. Ayan. So, kapag nakuha na natin yung VSI using this formula, masasolve na natin yung PSI, which is PSI is equal to VSI squared over RT. Ngayon, kapag alam mo yung dalawang formula na yan, pwede mo na masolve yung PSI. Pero kung ayaw mo naman magkabisado ng dalawang formula at gusto mo isa lang, pwede ding ito na lang ang kabisaduhin mo, which is VS squared RT over quantity RA plus RT quantity squared. So, again, pwedeng itong dalawa yung kabisaduhin mo. Or, kung gusto mo isa lang, pwede namang ito yung kabisaduhin mo. Depende sa'yo kung ano yung gusto mong gamiting steps para ma-solve yung PSI. Pero, number 1 pa lang yun. Again, we have 7 steps para ma-compute yung noise factor in terms of noise resistance. So, let's go to the second step. The second step is to determine the PNI or the noise input power. So, dito naman, mahalaga tandaan ito, which is Vn squared is equal to 4k TBR. Saan nanggaling yan? Kung matatandaan natin, Vn or the noise voltage is equal to the square root of 4k TBR. So, kung isi-square natin sila, both sides, magiging Vn squared. Vn squared is equal to 4k TBR. Dito sa equation na to, yung K ay Boltzmann constant, which is 1.38 times 10 raised to negative 23 joule per Kelvin. Ang T ay ambient temperature, which is 290 Kelvin. Ang B ay yung ating bandwidth, at yung R ay yung ating total resistance. So, again, kung aalamin natin PNI, magandang alam natin to. Vn squared is equal to 4k TBR. And then, pag alam na natin yan, pwede natin siyang ma-derive. So, ang R, yung R natin, ay gagawin natin RA, RT over RA plus RT. Yan. So, ito. Kakailanganin natin to. So, yung VNI squared ay nanggaling din dito sa Vn squared, pero yung R mo ay gagawin natin RART over RA plus RT. Ngayon, kapag nakuha na natin tong ating BNI, pwede na nating isolve yung ating PNI. Again, ano ba yung hinahanap natin dito? PNI. So, ibig sabihin, kapag alam mo to, itong tatlong to, or even itong dalawang to, masasolve na natin yung PNI. So, again, the first step is solve for PSI. The second step is solve for PNI. Sa first step, pwedeng itong dalawa lang yung alam mo, or kung ayaw mo yung dalawa, itong isa. Sa second step, pwedeng ito, or ito, yung alam mo. Basta alam mo kung saan siya nanggaling, which is itong BNI, galing siya dito sa 4K TBR. And ito, masasolve mo na yung ating PNI. Pero kung ayaw mo naman din magkabisado ng dalawang formula, ayaw mo itong kabisaduhin, pwede namang ito na lang yung kabisaduhin mo to solve for that. Which is, PNI is also equal to 4K TB RA over RA plus RT. Ayan. Next step. So, the third step is to calculate the input signal to noise ratio from the ratio of PSI and PNI. So, yung first step natin is to get the PSI. Second step, get the PNI. Dito naman, kukunin yung SNR input. So, since meron na tayong PSI at PNI, ito, pwede na natin to gamitin. Diba? Makukuha na natin siya dito. PSI, PNI. Pwede na natin siya idiretso na PSI over PNI. Pero kung halimbawa, gusto mo hanapin yung SNRI nang hindi na kailangan isolve yung PSI at PNI, pwede namang ito na lang yung gamitin mo. Kasi dito, ang gagamitin mo ay yung mga given naman na doon sa problem. You have your VS, you have your RT, you have your K, which is constant, the T, which is 290 at ambient temperature. You have your B. So, you can solve this one. Pero kung na-solve mo na yung PSI and PNI mo, kahit ito na lang yung gamitin mo. Next naman is determine the signal output power or the PSO. So, kung yung first step natin, kinuha natin yung PSI, sa fourth step naman natin, PSO naman. So, ang PSO ay equal sa VSO squared over RL. Ito. Tapos, after derivation, ganyan, makukuha mo ito. So, pwedeng ito din yung gamitin mo. Or, equal din siya dito. So, any of the three, pwede mong gamitin. Pwedeng, ito, or ito. So, after that, determine the noise output power or the PNO. Now, for the PNO, maganda na gamitin natin tong formula na to. Okay. We can use that or we can use this. Ayan. Pero, kung ayaw nyo naman gamitin yan at gusto nyong dumiretso na lang dun sa PNO, you can also use this. Yan. Actually, medyo magulo kasi siya tignan kasi sobrang daming formulas. Pero, once na inintindi mo na any of those ay pwede mong gamitin. Actually, kahit ito, pwede mo din siyang gamitin. Ayun. So, di ka na malilito. Pumili ka lang ng formula na gusto mong gamitin, na magagamit mo when solving for the noise factor in terms of noise resistance. Now, for number 6, calculate the output signal to noise ratio from the ratio of PSO and PNO. So, ngayon, meron ka ng PSO at meron ka ng PNO from steps 4 to 5. Dahil meron ka na nun, we can move to the 6th step, which is the SNRO. Yan, ang pwede mong gamitin yung formula dito is ito. Bakit? Kasi na-solve mo na yung PSO at PNO mula dito. Tama ba? So, kung meron ka ng steps 4 and 5, madali na lang ito i-solve. Divide na lang, PSO over PNO. Pero kung halimbawa, gusto mo na lang bigla i-solve yung SNRO or yung signal to noise ratio output, pwede mo gamitin tong formula na to. Though medyo mahaba siya, yan na agad yung sagot. Pero kung nag-undergo ka na sa steps 4 and 5, I suggest you use this one. So the last step is to calculate the generalized noise figure from step 3 and 6. So, balikan natin kung gusto nyo. Ang step 3 ay yung SNRI or yung input signal to noise power ratio na nakuha mo sa PSI at PNI, which is 1 and 2. And yung step 6 naman ay yung SNRO or yung output signal to noise ratio na nakuha mo gamit yung PSO at PNO na nakuha mo sa 4 and 5. So, yung nasa step 3 at step 6, yun yung gagamitin mo. So, ito yung parang pinaka-final talaga na step. So, SNRI over SNRO. Or kung gusto mo i-solve ng diretso na lang yan, pwede mong gamitin itong formulang ito. Ayan. So, basically, itong 7-step solution na to, ang pinaka-point lang niya is para makuha yung noise factor. Kasi again, ang title nito ay noise factor in terms of noise resistance. And again, ang noise factor ay simply the ratio of the input signal to noise ratio over the signal to noise ratio output. So, ito lang talaga siya. Ito na talaga siya. Pero, since ang given natin ay resistances, kaya kailangan pa natin kunin yung PSI, PNI, para makuha yung SNR input. Tapos, again, PSO, PNO, para makuha yung SNR output, para magamit natin tong formula na to. Pero, kung gusto mo gamitin yung mga resistances na you have from the very beginning, you can just use this, which is R, quantity RA plus RT over RA-RT quantity. Yan. So, what is R? From a cascaded amplifier, R equivalent is equal to R sub 1 plus R equivalent prime. Then, considering the figure, R equivalent is equal to RG, or the resistance from the generator, is equal to R equivalent, or the resistance of the receiver, then RG is equal to RA-RT over RA plus RT. Therefore, R is equal to R equivalent is equal to RA-RT over RA plus RT plus R equivalent. Substituting from the equation, the value of R equivalent, or the equivalent noise resistance in ohms, and where RA is the antenna of the resistance. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng REQ, the equivalent noise resistance, and the RA na kanina pa din natin binabanggit, which is the resistance of the antenna or the antenna resistance. So, substituting the value of R, we get F is equal to the quantity of RA-RT over RA plus RT plus R equivalent prime times RA plus RT over RA-RT prime, or equal din siya sa 1 plus R equivalent prime over RA